Really?
No, I don't. That's enough abuse now. We're going live, so you can stop abusing me, and the public are watching, and they're going to be all.
Yeah, you're live now. You're live now.
You're live on Channel Bros.
You're right, mate.
Do not swear. Yeah,
Hello.
because they all love me. The people that are in watching, they love me. That's why they come to see me. It's not you lot. You lot are extras down the bottom there.
Oh, right,
So,
right.
We just dropped some baggage at the airport, didn't we?
Yeah, unexpected package in your bagging area. Yeah.
Did you call it an unexpected package?
Hello,
Where did Spid come
everybody.
from? He wasn't there a minute ago.
Hello and welcome. This is Thursday night. It's an evening with me and the gang, and some of the gang are here. But even before I come on my own, it's great. It's like people coming to the party early rather than fashionably late.
Is that not supposed how it's supposed to work, or he's supposed to turn up like an hour late or something?
That's how it's supposed to work. But normally people come in, they watch me struggle on my own for like 20 minutes, and then they turn up in dribs and drabs. But it's nice that everybody's turned up. In fact, I see a wild Spid just appeared. Just as we went live.
Just appeared at the last minute there, like, hello.
Yeah, sleeping at the last second.
Correct.
The gates closed.
Correct. Coffee in hand, I hope.
Although the gates never close. So welcome everybody to an evening with the gang. It's me, Chris, Ross Gross Models, and the gang. There's who we got down there. Colin was the first one in, so I'll say hello, Colin, first. I'll click on him so he can say hello.
Hello, Chris. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
There you go. Right. We have the guru himself, Mr. Fox, Mr. Guru Model Making.
Hello, everybody. I don't abuse Chris. I'm not paid enough to abuse Chris. I only abuse him a little bit. If he pays me, I'll abuse him more.
Yeah, I could probably do that, but no.
Don't do anything. Don't do nothing
No,
for free in his
I
life.
do pay you. Wait, hey.
I could reignite the Xbox controller debate you was having if you want.
You could. We might do that a bit later on. And
Is
switching
it
at the
good
last minute, we have Speedy QA.
abuse though, Fox? Is it worth paying for?
Wait, start again. Who's paying for what now?
What?
Oh, hello. Is that?
Who's paying for what? Spid what?
I said, is it good quality abuse? Is it worth paying for?
It's not a very good quality abuse. No, it was pretty rubbish.
Right,
No, yeah, it wasn't good quality abuse.
Back in.
Okay. Right. Well, while Spid sorts himself out, I'll have a look through the chat. We've got Pascal was in weeks ago, obviously, but the first thing I see is him saying there's 2 hours left, and I noticed that an hour ago, and yeah. This stream actually seems to be working as well. It came through. It worked. It's only when I use the Streamlabs thing that the live link seems to not work properly all the time. So
Is that better? Are we working?
yes,
You're working now, Spid.
Chris,
Yeah,
you should never say my stream is working and everything's fine.
it is. It's working lovely. My internet's fast. My voice is working, and I'm not coughing nearly as much. So something else is going to go hideously wrong.
Yeah,
but hopefully
basically
not.
around about now, we're going to get hit by an asteroid, aren't we? And I'll die.
A good chance, yeah. Although if it hit your neighbourhood, you wouldn't know, would you?
Thanks, Obama.
Ooh, yeah. Get me home back. Right. We've also got Colin at Festa67's workshop in the chat, being all modish. Sergeant Bones is in. Dad's in, and he can come and he might turn up later. You never know. I know Dave just popped in, but we'll get to Dave in a minute. Bones, Pascal, everyone. Jamie Bones says hi, everyone. Chris Henderson is in. And Jamie Bones says, Fox, I got your delivery today.
Oh, cool. Nice one. Enjoy, Jamie. Have fun with those. I sent him, I don't know if you watched the e-models thing a couple of weeks ago, and I said I had a load of spare bits from the Italeri truck stop kit or the truck stop accessories kit. So he said, can I have them? So I said, yeah, because he asked. And if anybody else had asked, I would have sent them to them first. You don't ask, you don't get. So I sent him those, but I threw in a few extra bits. I popped in some. I had all the figures from the Tamiya one. Just so Jamie knows, the figures are from the Tamiya 124th pit shop, Subaru pit stop crew, Subaru rally car pit crew thing, and there were some other bits and bobs.
Ooh, lovely. Right, Shane Young's is in as well. Saying evening, Chris and everyone. Hope you're all well. I'm getting better, thank you. And everyone else is all much the same as they were. So, Dave's here. Dave, butcher that model.
Hello, Dave.
Hello. What, cool?
Oh, he's actually on the telly with us.
He's on the telly. He's down there. Look.
Oh, there goes the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll lower the top of the place, don't worry.
There you go.
It's not a lot of work for you to do that.
And Spid seems to have dropped out again. So he might pop back. He might not. We'll see.
Is Spid suffering from Scottish internet? Scottish
He's
broadband?
suffering from being in the middle of nowhere, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody been?
I'm all right.
For once, you know, one at a time.
Everybody waits and then just all answers at once.
That went well, didn't it?
I'll just sit here quietly until someone answers. It's fine.
You kind of have to herd us, Chris. You can't just leave us to our own devices. That's not how this works.
Oh, all right. Dave's first on my screen. So how are you, Dave? What have you been doing?
I'm fine, mate. I'm on a week's holiday from work, and then I've just been spending a lot of time at the bench. It's been lovely. It's been great.
Good. And you've got your audio sorted out now, so you're not duplicating everything that everyone's saying.
Yeah, I worked out what was going on. I had the old mini cams going, and the picture was coming from the C920, and the audio was coming from the little truss microphone here. So
so you turned off one mic but not the other, and feedback, and yeah.
You know what the trick is with Minicam?
You're going to say don't use it, aren't you?
Yeah, don't use Minicam. It's awful. It's absolute gash.
You know, you got to try these things, haven't you?
There's nothing people like more than watching someone at one frame a week at 480p resolution.
What do you mean?
Yeah. It has a tremendous amount of lag, mate.
Lag.
I mean, it's that bad. When I was looking at my Minicam earlier, I still had hair.
Yeah.
Bad. Blimey.
Yeah. It lags, mate.
It's that bad with lag that when you looked at your Minicam earlier, you were looking at me in Pontins when I was 6. In Blackpool on holiday.
No, that would be crazy if people have got video of you when you were 6. I'm sure it's illegal.
Yeah.
You're probably not allowed to have that. So next up we've got Colin. How you been doing? What you been up to?
I'm fine and dandy, mate. Yeah, been doing some motorcycle builds, some electricery, and the usual, mate.
Cool.
Yeah, setting up obviously the Sprue Crew channel on that. Nice little plug.
Indeed, that's their premiere Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah. Saturday night, 8 PM, mate. But yeah, I've been focusing on that, really, getting everyone together and videos set up and links to channels, and yeah.
I did see there was an intro video which I was going to watch, but I was at work and I noticed it was like 20 minutes long, so I thought I better not.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it at some point. Oh, dinner time as well. What you got? Chips.
We'll go
What
Beans, sausage roll, beans and chips. By the looks of it.
camera. Higher up, higher. Oh, there's beans and there's
beans and chips.
Oh,
sausage rolls, yeah.
Yes.
Right, we'll leave the camera locked on Colin then.
That was the infamous hand that feeds me.
don't bite it.
Well, welcome to the hand. Right, and next up along, we've got Fox, the model making guru himself. He's painting little tiny things.
Do what?
He's painting little tiny things again.
Yes, I am working on. I only ever seem to work on my Tempesta sounds when I'm in somebody else's live stream, which means at this rate, I'll have finished them in about 5 years.
Yay! Well, you could come on more line streams.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, I'm all right there, mate. I'm fine. I've been. I'm waiting for a replacement iPhone to turn up so I can do some filming. I do all my filming on iPhone, and my iPhone, old iPhone 5S, died. So I've bought myself a replacement iPhone 5S. And I'm waiting for that to arrive so I can crack on with some filming. So today, I've been very productive. I dug out my old Xbox and I've been cleaning it because I've got the urge to hook up the old Xbox, the old original OG Xbox.
Dave, we're getting feedback from you again.
Oh, that's impossible.
Turn your speakers down, love.
Check to see it's not turned itself back on again, because it might have. While I'm doing that, Speed's been in chat. He says the internet's playing up for him. I won't read what he says because I like monetization. It says he's rebooting the cow that's working his internet treadmill, and he'll be right back. So I don't know if you're rebooting a cow sounds illegal, probably.
Or dangerous.
Well, if you kick from the side, you're probably okay. But
yeah, don't kick from the back. That's the worst thing you can do.
No, that would be bad. Jamie Bone says to you, Fox, I was going to say, what was the white sprue of figures? And there is some modem, he doesn't know if they're American or British figures.
They are, yeah, the white ones are, as I said, they are Tamiya. It's the Tamiya 124th rally set. It's basically just dudes that you can put in a diorama with a rally car. They're like a pit crew. I had them lying around because I used all this. I think there might be some of the some of the sprues may be tools from that set as well. So it might be those guys and some tools and bits and bobs from the rally set might be in there. I kind of just grabbed a load of big sprues that I had. So
that will fill up the box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fill up the box. I can see you. Oh, I've got Traxxas Chaos in there. Go on.
Well, I kind of had a look through and thought, the soldier guys. There's also some little 135th figures from. I think they're from my 135th Trumpeter Striker. So they're modern day military, I think. And the rest of it is all the Italeri truck stop, which is 124th.
Cool. Spid's come back.
I'm back
with extra cow.
Yes, I've swapped the cow. He was getting a bit exhausted. The one that was running, it's been busy all day, so you know.
You got to swap him out every so often, haven't you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how are you and what have you been doing?
I'm just about recovered from the germ that you so kindly passed over to me.
I thought it'd nice to share. So yeah. Yes,
absolutely. So I think it's just moving on now. So I think it's probably Dave's turn next, I reckon.
Cool. That'd be nice. It's nice to spread it around the group. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And other than that, I have not been doing anything apart from going to work, moaning about the lousy Scottish weather, and sleeping, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
I need to obviously I've had a little holiday recently to Germany, and I do have some videos of Miniature Wonderland to piece together and upload, which is nice. A marvelous place for anybody who likes models, just full stop. And it's a great family thing as well. If you're having a break to Hamburg or anywhere near there, go and visit Miniature Wonderland. It's fantastic. It's well worth it. You could go in there every day of the week and see something new.
Willkommen auf Deutschland.
It's amazing. It really is.
Not full of Velkits, is it?
What's that, Dave?
Sorry?
So it's not full of Velkits, is it?
Is it full of Revell kits, he says?
There might be one or two in there. Who knows? Who knows? It's all. I think it's HO scale, is it? The smaller.
Oh yeah.
I get confused. I found out at one point, and then I got confused and forgot.
Is it all model railway stuff?
That kind of scale, but it's very impressive. Very impressive. There are a few little odd ones thrown in there as well. You've got the Vatican City and a little back alleyway bit where the Pope Mobile's being pimped by a load of monks, like big low-profile tyres and stuff that they're putting on. And you've got Ecto 1 and various screen cars on one bit on a rising platform. And then you have King Kong on top of one of the buildings. There's all sorts of little sort of Easter eggs. There's you've got C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca and a bunch of Ewoks in a little foresty bit, all stood around. Which was kind of cool, which I took a picture of.
I was going to say, that's the bit you said you took a picture of it and can't find anywhere.
It's vanished. It's the strangest thing. The Empire confiscated it or something. I don't know.
Somebody actually voluntarily made Ewoks.
That's about all I've been up to, really. I'm just kind of trying to get back into doing something with.
Yeah. Sergeant Bone says, Seacrest, I knew your Angerm was going through the internet and interwebs. Yeah, well, it's internet viruses, isn't it? They're a known thing. You got to be cool. He also says, Spid's right. There's more than just trains there. It's quite impressive.
Oh,
are you confusing germs and viruses, Chris, in a schoolboy moment?
The same.
In fact, I think you should make your germ a giveaway prize on this stream. We should have a question at the end, and whoever gets it right first gets your germ.
Yeah, but the only thing is to guarantee that they get the germ, there might have to be physical contact involved. And
you could just kind of sneeze in an envelope.
Or just lick an envelope and send it off. And yeah. No, probably not. You're meant to be getting snow at the weekend, aren't you, Spid?
Sorry?
You're meant to be getting snow at the weekend, aren't you?
So I hear. I'm hoping that they're wrong. Generally, though, when it forecasts snow for us, well, if we get anything, we tend to get a bit of a flurry here. But then 20 miles down the road are where the really, really hilly bits start, and you usually get a scattering of snow on the roads there.
Nah.
So if snow's forecast, it's normally about 20-25 miles down the road, which is fine because it's not near me. So unless I'm planning on going that way, which I'm not this weekend, it's all good.
Cool.
So, but yes, it is forecast, unfortunately. But I shall be going nowhere in particular. I will be barricading myself in and doing things not involved with outdoors and snow.
Probably the best place to go, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's everybody in Chatland? Are you? How's my germ? Is it spreading nicely throughout everybody, or are you, have I avoided it so far? How are you all doing, and what you're all doing, and everything else? Give us something to talk about, because otherwise it will be this lot talking.
Yeah, that's boring if we just talk.
Yeah, we do that enough. I see Colin's changed to his bench cam, so we can't see his food anymore.
Oh. Can we hear his food, though?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
I've got a question, Colin.
What's that, mate?
If we're going live at 8 o'clock, what time have you got me down in makeup?
Well, with a face like mine, mate, I've been in makeup for the last 3 months.
All right.
Yeah, so that's 8 o'clock on Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It certainly is. Chat will be open. I think there's people in chat already.
Well, Pascal's probably there already, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah, Pascal in fact just said, he says, currently working on a big plane that looks like a whale. Are you sure it's not a whale?
Beluga by any chance?
That's an elite ship. That's not a real thing.
Are you working on a beluga then, Pascal? Is that what it is?
Sergeant Bones is making some beans and German sausage. That's why he's just in chat. So it's yeah, everyone's getting beans tonight. I don't know. Yeah.
Is this what everybody's having for dinner thing?
Apparently, yeah, it seems to be. Well,
Yeah.
it was
It's always a
generally
good question to ask to get the chat going.
what's everybody doing? But yeah, if you're doing dinner, then that's an acceptable answer, certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, what have you had, or what are you planning on having for your dinner?
I've just had a very acceptable chili con carne.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Very
Funnily
acceptable.
enough, I had beans for dinner as well. It's a beans kind of day.
I mean, very acceptable doesn't sound like you enjoyed it particularly.
No, it was very good. She'd used a bit of that regret that Paul sent.
All right, you still got some then. You haven't used it all up.
Oh yeah, you can't use it. You use that really sparingly, that stuff.
I've got tons of that stuff left. I actually got one of my nephews to try a bit of that regret chili sauce, and I got the tiniest bit on an end of a knife for him, and he just went like that, and then he's like, oh.
Oh, how old's this nephew? Is his child abuse?
I don't know, 17, 15, 16 or something.
That'd be all right then. That's fine.
That's character building for teenagers.
He was anyway.
Carl at Making Rules is working on Revel's small scale fire spray 31 patrol and attack craft.
Oh, nice choice, mate.
Is that a boat, by the way?
I still have my 124 Huey. I'm really looking forward to that.
That's the one you're doing with Reese, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Buddy Bill with Reese. He thinks he's gotten away with it, but no, he hasn't. He's got to take his punishment like me.
Oh, Dave, I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
It's a question from Mama Fox.
Yes, I still love her. She's wonderful.
No, she says to me, why doesn't Dave do his shopping Thursdays anymore? She's not happy. She's not happy with you.
All right, I shall continue doing them just for Mama Fox.
Because she said he doesn't do things in the thing anymore, and I was like, yeah, he does his own videos now. Like and subscribe. And she's like, oh.
You should put all your Thursday shopping videos on your YouTube channel and just link to them because people will watch them.
Yeah, you should actually do those on your channel from now on, Dave.
He's gone all high class celebrity now. See,
yeah, nobody puts videos on Facebook if they have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what it is. He doesn't want you to see the new Waitrose packaging. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Are available, of course.
You mean he's gone to £2 land now?
Yeah.
Now he has a personal shopper.
I was very good today. I went into the local Warhammer today.
Oh.
And I walked out with a tub of Ulthuan Grey and a new tub of Nun Oil.
My bench has been infiltrated with Citadel paint.
This is correct.
Mr. Mountain.
This is correct.
I love
That's
it.
how it starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to using decent paints, Colin.
Yeah.
Have you tried them yet?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, try one now. Go on. We'll wait. Try. Go on.
Nothing that brushes better.
I'm good at the moment. I'm resisting.
Resistance is useless.
Carl is elucidates more on his Fast Prey 31 patrol and attack craft. He says it's also known as Slave One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got that sitting in my stash in my cupboard over there. But it's one of those ones that I know it's going to take a while to do, and yeah, I'll do it at some point. But yeah, Shane Youngs is painting some orcs right now, plus the Boomdacker Snazwagon.
Well done, Shane.
I'm sorely tempted by those orc vehicles, you know, from the Speed Freak set.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
I don't want the Speed Freak set, but I'm tempted to get maybe either just to get them to paint them and then sell them, or just get them for myself.
They don't appeal to me. I've got the Mega Knobs thing to
Mega
do.
Knobs.
I've got a Mega Knobs behind me. So yeah.
I'm just going to sit and nod like I know what you're on about.
You'll learn.
Cross all the paper and say yes, dear.
Yeah.
Carl says I didn't call it Slave One as I'm not painting it in that scheme.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Are you doing your own scheme, or are you doing a different Star Wars scheme, or are you doing a World War II scheme, or how are you doing this? Was it Carl that did the snow speeders in?
World War II schemes.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
This may be a strange thing to say, but is somebody at the dentist? Because I can hear like or spraying or something.
Spraying, I think, in the background. Yeah.
Nah, that'd be speed then.
Shane Young says you have an Orc war truck, Chris. Is that a war truck? It's an Orc something.
Yeah, you've got the Orc war buggy truck thing.
Oh, the old one that Ravel of
Battle Wagon, apparently. I've just looked at the name on the back of it. It says Battle Wagon. So yes, I've got that. And Carl says he's doing his own scheme, so that'll be interesting. I'll keep an eye out for that. If you're watching and not in the chat, then why not join the fun? Join the chat. There's people in there, and some of them are nice.
Chat is where the cool kids go.
Chat is where everybody is. Come along, join in. Click on the YouTube icon if you're not watching in YouTube, and then the little chat thing will appear at the side, and then you can type in your names and say hello and everything, and tell us what you're doing. And Carl says it isn't a World War II theme. It's his own scheme, but a World War II theme. So
yeah, if you join the chat, you can pretend it's like 1998 AOL. Start off with ASL and then see where it goes from there.
It won't go anywhere from there.
Do an ASL
We're
check.
not doing that, no. Sergeant Bones says some of me us are silly too. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
some
agree
silly people
totally with that statement, Sarge.
Not in Cowboy, he'll probably do something like he'll have Rommel waving out the window.
Dad says he's seen a car today with a reg number F8XXY. Wonder who it was.
They spelt it wrong.
Yeah. Really. There was something about someone's named their kid Caitlin, but in Roman numerals. So they put it's KVIIILYN.
Oh right, yeah.
Really?
Really going to grow up.
Because VIII is 8.
Mm.
So it's Caitlin.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you see it written down.
That just goes from a chav name to an intelligent chav name. So
Yeah, but it's why would you do that to your kid?
yeah,
Kid's really going to appreciate it when it has to write it down every time it.
yeah, because everybody thinks his kid's called Gavillion.
Yeah.
What's your name? Gavillion? No, it's Caitlin. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're applying for a passport and a driving license. It's going to be great fun.
Yeah.
Mum, Dad, I'm changing my name. What to? Claire.
Bob.
Yeah.
Because people can spell that.
Yeah. People can be cruel sometimes, can't they?
Yes.
Oh yes.
So during the week, I've done some stuff. I asked everybody else, didn't ask myself. I've been doing the MiGs. I've got. Let me click on me because then people will start talking and it won't go off of me anymore. I've done some camo on a MiG, which looks quite nice, even if I say so myself. And the other one's still nice and shiny. So I need to do some decals on them. I'm a little bit worried about decals on the C1. I don't know. How does that work, Fox? Have you done that?
It should be all right, but there's no harm in sticking a gloss coat down just to protect it if you want to.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit less shiny, though, doesn't it?
I mean, you can just put them straight on, but you can't use any. I wouldn't use any decal setting solutions.
No, just water.
Well, it probably would be okay, but you don't want to take the risk.
Yeah, well, I've got the spoons that I tested out the C1 on, so I might try putting a couple of decals on them and see what happens. Spoons. I shall, of course, if I do that, I'll post my progress up in the Model Maker's Spoon Hut.
Spoon Hut, like and subscribe.
Good link. Good link.
Well, I've got to try, you know.
For those that don't know, the Model Maker's Spoon Hut is actually a real Facebook group.
It's a real thing. Facebook group,
Yeah.
and it's got people that are members. It's and everything. It's great. Go and have a look. The link is probably groups Model Maker's Spoon Hut. I don't know.
Facebook.com/groups/ and then whatever you called it. Model Spoon Hut, I think, possibly, or Model Maker. I don't know.
It's around there. Just look for it in Facebook. You'll find it. It'll be great. Paul's not even here in chat. He'd be all over it because
Where is Paul?
I don't know. I saw him today. Actually, he popped into my shop and said hello.
Did he walk into your shop and just hurl abuse and give you grief and then leave?
He did give me some grief, yeah, and then he did leave. But yeah, there was a hug as well, so you got to let him off that.
So just like in real life, he's just like he is on the internet.
Absolutely, yeah. There's no subtlety or anything, or no, nothing at all.
In your shop, you're watching the crap.
Is there?
I've also been doing the Terminator build, as you might have noticed on my channel, because you know my channel, because you're here. It's where you are. I've been doing the Terminator, the build, the T800, not 8,000, 800. So he's got eyes and stuff and everything. Look, they wobble.
Ooh, wobbly eyes. Oh, I've snapped his antenna off.
You recently just gave us the finger, didn't you?
I've recently gave you a finger. Yeah, I've got a finger here. There you go. You can have another finger. Actually, the same finger again, which is all
Build a finger
and stuff. So, yeah, I think I'm in the long wait for the next pack to come through the door now, because they send out 4 issues every 4 weeks. So since I've just got a couple of issues, which were like the first, I bought the first one in the shop and then got 2 and 3 delivered. So they're then going to send me 4, 5, and 6, and then it'll be 4 a week. Because I think if you subscribe from the beginning, you get 1 and 2, and then you get 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 4 a week, or 4 a month, rather. So I think they've given me 3 next time to put me in line with everybody else, so they send them all out together, which makes sense. It's not a problem.
Yeah, you won't be.
I just thought they'd just kind of do 4 from when you subscribe, but
Well, they normally start off with 2 and 2 in the previous things that I've done. I think just you've got to get them out quick, haven't you? Get people interested. You can't be waiting around for a month until delivery.
It's like getting someone hooked on drugs.
Exactly like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's my ongoing project, which seems to be working quite well. A lot of people have been watching the videos, so hopefully you've been enjoying it.
It's going to be cancelled soon anyway.
I might only do 6 episodes because that's all you really need to do on these things, isn't it?
It'll be cancelled soon anyway, Chris.
Yeah.
You can always get him back, Fox, by going on to Xbox controllers.
Yeah, true.
It's because he's got Xbox controllers and I don't like them.
Oh, didn't fall off my chair, then.
Don't fall off your chair. It wasn't that funny.
Right next to me here, look.
Oh,
Yeah.
So here's a question for the chat then. Who in chat had an original Xbox, and who had an original Xbox actually liked the big old Duke controller?
That's going to be quiet. Nobody's going to answer that.
I do.
So it'll be going long now because
this is where
As
everyone goes.
somebody who-
Actually, yeah.
nobody liked it.
As somebody who doesn't do the gamey thing and doesn't really know a great deal of difference between them, what's actually wrong with the controllers, may I ask?
One's for man hands and one's for child hands.
The original
Okay.
Xbox controller was like the size of a house, but it's one of the best
Right.
controllers I've ever had.
Yeah, the original Duke controller was deemed too big.
But
So they
Kind of like a
re-
fat finger controller, is it?
Sorry, what control?
It was only deemed too big when they wanted to move into Japan.
Waving something at us. That's not a Duke. That's a normal size one.
Yeah, that's my 360 one. But it's a kid's one.
Yeah, fine.
Well, but we were talking earlier on. Basically, I was cleaning up my old original Xbox today because I've ordered some bits for it. I've decided to get it out and play Halo properly, like the proper way to play Halo. And for some dumbass reason, although I've got everything else, I totally haven't got my original controller. I don't know what I've done with it. It seems that I've thrown it out but kept everything else, but I don't know why. So I had to get myself a Duke controller today.
Pascal says, I had one and gave it to my friend. He liked it because he's got really big hands.
Yep.
Are the connectors not compatible with the newer ones? Can you not use a newer one on it? Or
No.
They weren't USB for a start.
It was some unique big thing that had a little cable with another plug in it.
It's probably...
Were the original Xbox was designed by Apple, the chance?
I would say the original Xbox controllers are probably the most comfortable controllers I've ever had. Because my hand could be completely relaxed. You weren't cramping at all. There was none of this. Dead comfortable.
Yeah, you've just got crazy oversized hands. That's what it must be.
No, you've just got tiny hands.
My hands are the perfect size for stuff.
Doll hands. I've just got normal hands.
In fact, I shall later on this evening be streaming a game. I'm going to go to the Team Inept channel, like and subscribe. Once this is finished, I'm going to start playing a game that I haven't played before. I'm going to start doing the Alien Isolation, I think it's called.
Ooh.
It's a scary, dark, very scary one. So that could be fun. Come and join. Once I finish here, give me 5 or 10 minutes to sort everything out, and you can find the YouTube channel, because we haven't got enough subscribers to get a real name yet on Team Inept.
There'll be lots of screaming like a girl for entertainment.
We will be screaming like a girl. I don't think I'm going to be doing much talking throughout it, because I think the tension works better when you're on your own. But I will certainly have the mic, and there will be yelps. I would expect to get my face.
I was kind of hoping you were going to do Aliens Colonial Marines, because then we could just watch you struggle with the truly awful game.
No, I won't be doing that.
Yeah.
Probably there, so I haven't got it.
You don't want it, trust me.
More. Let's have a look. Sergeant Bones has got an Xbox controller for the PC.
That's a modern Xbox controller.
Dad has two. And Carl says it was a PS2 connector. Lol.
No, not on the Xbox.
It wasn't quite the same as anything, was it? It was a unique one.
Pascal
says you can just cut the cable and put a USB on it.
It was very similar to a USB connection, but not actually a USB connection.
Yeah.
Ray
from Malta's in. Hi, Ray.
All right. I've come to a conclusion about my Tempesta Scions.
All right.
Oh.
It's going to take me approximately 1,000 years to get the gloves and feet painted, because it's not quick at all. Regretting my decision. I'm giving them white gloves and white boots, and it's just going to take forever.
Well, you'll get there.
Sadly.
How's the Warhammer subscriber thing going, Fox?
Horribly backlogged. I'm only on issue 15. I've got 2 more envelopes piling up in the corner. So
I didn't think I'd seen anything recently from you on that one.
Well, no, I'm in the middle of doing issue 15 when my iPhone exploded, so I'm waiting for the new one. But yeah, I've got like the 12 issue backlog at the minute. I've got too much on the go. I think I've got too much on my plate at the same time.
Carl's telling me that I should take spare pants for that game. Apparently, it's quite a scary one, I think. Kenneth says, "Does anyone know why Dad and Scott are ignoring me?"
Hey, Kenneth.
We're not ignoring you, Kenneth. You're welcome to hang out and have some chat. But
I don't know why Dad and Scott are in there. I don't know why.
They just laughed when Kenneth said that. He laughed heartlessly.
Heartless.
It looked heartless. It's only 3 letters, so it's really difficult to get proper emotions from it. But in my gut feeling is that it was a heartless laugh. And Colin's there as well. You can use your real words, Colin.
Oh, I didn't realize. Is Kenneth in the chat, is he?
He was about 30 seconds ago. Is that why you're hiding? You're hiding from his troll.
I'm in my dress and I can't find it now.
You doing what?
I know, we're waiting patiently.
I can't find me Kenneth hat.
Yeah.
Can't find his Kenneth hat. Oh, okay.
Kenneth hat.
I'm going to guess it was an Australian hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember. I know the hat. Yes.
Found it.
Found it. There we go. We'll click on Dave.
Ah, yes, yeah. The dangly coat one.
G'day, Dave.
Good day. Good day, Kenneth.
G'day, bro. Yeah, Dave left us, and now we've been joined by Bob Cooper.
Bob Cooper from Down
G'day,
Under.
Bob.
G'day, sport.
Good day. Yeah, I've been fighting kangaroos and breaking these plague marines.
What was that video I saw the other day of
Can't
like
wear it for very long.
some I think it was like a paraglider, a hang glider or something.
Oh, yeah, he came down and the kangaroo came over and kicked him.
Yeah, he kind of had a bit of a crash landing, and this kangaroo just came up and just smacked him in the nads.
It's like landing in the middle of nowhere. And it's like, oh, there's a kangaroo coming over. It's like, ow. Jamie Bone says, Chris, for alien isolation, don't wear a blood pressure machine. It will hit the roof.
So they're not likely to use kangaroos in a St. Bernard kind of role then, I'm guessing.
Probably not. I don't think so, no. I don't think they're the loving sort of... I think Skippy was miscast.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm learning about these Tempest Tassans is that I hate the antennas because I've broken 3 of them off already. The little radio aerials. They're really annoying.
Well, don't break them.
Well, it's hard not to because they stick up and they're exactly where you want to put your hand.
Why aren't you using your
I
grippy
don't
thing?
know. Why am I not using my thing? That's a very good
The
point.
thing to do there is you wait until Mama Fox isn't looking. You go out with a pair of scissors and snip the bristles off her yard broom and use them as aerials.
It's not a bad idea.
So if you
just
use your
go,
little grippy hand,
she looks over and you go, "Oh look, Mum, look at that over there." Snip.
that wasn't me. Yeah.
It wasn't me. Must have been a hedgehog that ate them bristles because you left the broom out.
The only
Yeah,
downside to that is all the spiders.
How are the hedgehogs? Did they come back?
Yeah.
We haven't seen them.
Oh.
We haven't fed them for a while. So.
It's going though.
Kenneth says it's not the same if you spend a quarter of an hour looking for the hat, Dave. You should always know where the hat is, apparently.
I had to tidy up. That's what happened. It's like when I tidied my bench, I can never find anything once I've tidied it.
That bench hasn't been tidied.
It was last week.
Lies. Lies.
Own up, you just moved everything off of it and then threw it back at the bench again.
Right, you just pushed it all to one side and said that side's tidy, and then you pushed it all to the other side and said that side's tidy.
No, I'd actually tidied it.
Yeah, Kenneth's asking, where's your flowing locks gone, Spidey?
It was a hobby knife accident.
Oh,
There I
yeah.
was trimming a bit of flash off the sprue and whew, before you know it. See, Fox has stabities. I have hair disaster.
Travities. Put it back in your hand grip thing, Fox.
No, because I can't get to the some bits I can't get to when it's in the grip.
Oh, but you're going to break the aerial off again.
No, I'm going to break the aerial off anyway. Yeah, the grips, for some things, you have to take it out of the grip just to get the brushing where you want it. And I'm really regretting actually just having to paint these because how long have this show been going now? About half an hour?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
And I've got 3 guys with 1 coat of the base coat. So I've got 2 base coats and probably more.
That's about 10 minutes each.
It's like a normal.
Yeah, that's just for that's just for the first base coat layer, though.
Well, yeah, but if this was your stream, you'd have done half one of them.
Well, that's true. So I've done more than normal.
Yeah.
There is that.
Kenneth says, please don't do anything to your dazzling smile, Spid. You've such an enlightening and genuine smile. You light up my day when you smile.
Oh.
Glad to hear it. Thank you so much.
It's all pixelated and blurry at the moment, but we're sure it's lovely.
Oh. Yeah. It's lovely and pixelated, I'm sure.
Pixelation.
Yeah, I think my internet's been a bit of a bugger tonight.
Yeah, it means you've got really bad internet or you're being illegal. One of the two.
I think my internet's just being a bit crap tonight. I think the Scottish weather is
closing in.
not being nice.
Scottish
on,
weather, not like the Scottish play.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. So we're 40 minutes through, nearly halfway through the show. So I'm bored now. What are we going to talk about? What's happening? What's everyone been doing? We've done that. What's everyone been eating? Oh, we've done that as well.
What have people got on the bench?
Yeah, we did a bit of that as well.
Do we?
Yeah, because that's where we found out about Cole's
Oh yeah.
thing.
Did
food? We're getting through everything too quick.
What are people binge watching at the minute?
Stargate SG-1.
Good girl.
Yeah, it's never the wrong answer.
No, absolutely never the wrong answer.
How
far are you in, Colin?
Season 1, episode 7.
Have you seen it before?
Is this a first watch, Colin?
Yeah, never seen it.
Oh,
Right.
The one thing I would say, Colin, the one thing I would say
Yeah.
is do not watch Hathor.
Do not
Episode
watch.
called Hathor. Don't watch it. Seriously,
No.
don't watch it.
yeah, it's all right.
No, just seriously don't watch it.
Yeah, no, watch
There's
it.
there's a reason why in later episodes they kind of every time somebody mentions Hathor, the characters go, yeah, we don't talk about that. In the actual episodes, as if they don't talk about the incident. What they mean is the actors are saying they don't talk about the episode. That was the in joke. They don't talk about the episode, not the. Just don't watch it.
Paul started watching it as well, didn't he?
Hmm?
Have you,
Paul started
did
watching
you
it.
see the film? Have you watched the film, Colin?
Yeah, I've seen the film. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the series has got much more kind of tongue-in-cheek humour and stuff.
SG1 is vastly superior to the movie.
Hang
Hang on. Can I?
I like the movie.
Can I just take a backward step there? Did I hear that right, Colin? That you've never watched Stargate SG1 before?
I've never seen it before. No.
How is this?
Yeah, I know. It's one of those that just passed me by.
Well, you've got 10 years worth of excellent programming to watch.
Yes. I've got the 10 seasons already, and yeah.
Awesome. You got
And the
more
very best thing
Blu-ray.
is the main character is MacGyver.
I like Atlantis as well.
Yeah, I like all of them.
I never really watched Atlantis, so I only saw little bits. I didn't really get into that one. But
You need to watch
another
it
one.
if for no other reason than Rodney McKay.
You mean to say there's another one?
There's 3.
Oh my God.
I'm going to cause a ruckus and a disturbance now.
Oh dear.
I'm enjoying the new Star Trek Discovery on Netflix.
So what? But I'm not watching on Netflix.
No ruckers there.
Blimey.
Yeah, the first season was absolute arse, but the second season's actually really good. I'm going to cause another ruckus. I'm enjoying the Orville.
No ruckers there either.
But again, this first season was terrible. Second season, actually really good.
I don't agree that the first season of either of them were terrible.
First season of the Orville was cheesy nonsense. It was just like, oh, look, I'm the guy that wrote Family Guy, and you, by God, do you know it?
Yeah, but it must have had something to make you come back for a second season.
Otherwise,
you
yeah,
wouldn't-
I was desperate for something to watch. I think when I started watching the first season, the second season had already started. So, but
I actually thought the first season was pretty good. It set everything up quite nicely.
no, it was too
well,
much of a
I thought.
comedy program. Whereas now it's more of a dramedy. I kind of really enjoy it.
It was designed as a comedy program.
Yeah, it did start out funnier and got a bit more serious, but I like the little bits of comedy in it as well.
Yeah,
No, I
it's,
like
it's
it.
fine now. It works well now because it's more of a dramedy. But before that, it was just Family Guy, and I can't stand Family Guy. So the humor was too puerile and not very interesting. Now it's actually subtle and quite interesting, and it's also a bit like DS9, which is brilliant.
The other thing I've been binge watching is Brexit, because every time I turn the telly on, that's all that's ever wrong.
Oh no.
You can't exactly avoid that one, can you?
Don't do politics, Chris. Corral your people.
You think I've got control? What gave you that idea?
Was I being optimistic there?
Jamie Bones says, Fox, why have you got a ASMR microphone?
ASMR microphone.
I mean, the microphone that he's using, it's just a microphone.
Wait, what?
It looks like that one as well. Look.
I know what ASMR is, and I don't know what an ASMR microphone is. Does it mean this one? Or does he mean? Does he mean what? I can't. I don't know what you guys can see on the.
Well, we can only see your Yeti.
Okay. I don't know. It's an ASMR microphone.
Used for a I keep wanting to say AMSR, but that's wrong.
Whoa, what does it stand for? Something meridian response. Autonomous
Sundays.
Or I can't remember. Something meridian response. You can do ASMR if you get really close to it. But that's only if you like the ASMR where people whisper and talk quietly. I like ASMR where it's crinkly plastic noises and things. I don't like ASMR with talking.
Jamie says sensory is the S.
Some autonomous sensory meridian response. Something like that. That sounds about right.
It makes you tingle somewhere or something.
Yeah, it makes you get the fizz. But not in your gentleman's area. I'm really regretting that.
Static grass applicator without realising it's on.
What did you do with it? No, I don't ask that.
Yeah. I did clamp it on my earring and stick it on my head. Just to
clamp it.
It's like, yeah.
That went downhill quite quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, the other thing you don't want, though, is you don't want that mint and tea tree sauce shower gel.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, that's something you really don't want to use as a gentleman.
No.
I thought you were going to say about the regret sauce.
It's pretty much the same, to be honest.
Yeah, similar.
It's pretty. It's kind of. It's one of those things that you do once.
After really hot curry, it could be uncomfortable, but I find it quite pleasantly tingling.
It's the kind of thing that most people will do it, but they'll do it once. If everybody watching is going, what are they talking about? Then they'll find out later on. They'll do the once.
Yeah.
Pascal's
currently watching the new season of Sword Art Online, reincarnated as a slime, the rising of the shield hero and magical girl Spec Ops Asuka.
You just said a lot of words that none of which meant anything.
Too much anime, so they're obviously all anime things.
Okay, it was just like a string of just random words that seemed.
That's one that everyone raved about, but I tried watching some of those with my son, and neither of us could get into. The idea behind Sword Art Online is really good. It's basically people plugging into a game that they get stuck in, kind of a bit like the whole Better Than Life thing in Red Dwarf.
Oh yeah.
So they're plugging into this game and they get stuck in this game and have to go about and beat the game to get back out of it. And I don't know, it just kind of didn't work for me. And well, neither me nor my son, we both love anime. So no, we watched like sort of 3 or 4 episodes and we were both a bit, yeah.
I've never really got into the anime thing. I watched that. I tried to watch some of the Gundam things. I thought, yeah. So I watched the complete Knights of Sidonia. I quite enjoyed that, but I've never really got into that anime thing.
Never seen Gundam, never seen an episode.
If you try something with a little bit of humour, like My Hero Academia, that's really good, and the humour in it sort of helps as well. But there's a lot of anime the storylines are just absolutely fantastic. Death Note is well worth a watch. That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
If you want something to watch that will just make you very sad, I strongly recommend you go and watch a video that Tested have just put on their channel after this show. Obviously, they've just uploaded a video where Norm is with some model maker, and he's got the 1500 space battleship Yamato that he's made, and this model maker, she shows him how to do some weathering on it. And I've got to tell you, he's built this thing and not painted it, and it's got nub marks everywhere. Half the people in chat are criticising the fact he left nubs all over it. And the weathering they do on it is just kind of absolute ass.
Really?
It's like, wow, can I get that 20 minutes back? Because that's just absolute. The first thing she does with the Bandai plastic kit is use a wash of Tamiya black paint and alcohol.
Oh,
spraying it on, and I'm like, there's going to be regret the next day.
Is she a TV modeler though? Because I've watched a few Adam Savage vids where he models stuff and he models in an ILM kind of sense.
Oh yeah, because he used to
In-
work for Lucas. He used to work for
Yeah,
ILM.
it'll look good on TV.
No. This is a lot of the people in the chat are like saying, "I wish this was Adam doing this because he wouldn't make such an arse of it." It looks horrendous by the end of it. They've just basically slopped a black wash on it and then just jabbed powders all over it, and it looks like just complete nonsense. But
Oh, nice! I'm not going to watch that.
half the comments are like, "Oh dear God, the nubs." That's
It's
half-
usually Norm that's getting all the flack from the commenters, isn't it?
Yeah, so my respect for Norm as a model enthusiast has vanished.
Pascal's obviously seen it or he's gone to watch it now. He says, "Oh well, that ship is so badly done."
Yeah.
And Kenny's asking Dave, if you didn't ever got into anime, why have you got an Attack on Titan flag on the wall?
Because I played the game, and it's not a flag; it's a cape.
You run around wearing a cape.
You actually paid money for a cape.
Well, I was going to go with my daughters and my 18-year-old son to a cosplay thing, a Comic-Con, and I didn't end up going, but my son and my two daughters went. And,
There you go. That's a good question. If you were a superhero, what would you have? A mask or a cape?
I'd definitely have a cape. I think I can pull off a cape.
Yeah, I think you're a cape person.
I'm definitely a cape. I could wear a
If
cape.
I can have a mask or a cape, I'd have a mask because then I can have a mask and a great coat because you didn't mention a great coat.
What would
I'd
your
look for the mask because I've seen what's the Pixar film, The Incredibles.
yeah?
Yeah.
The bit with the
Okay.
kids. No kids, no kids.
Yeah, no cape.
What would your superpower be?
I'd like to slow down time.
Slow down time.
How does that work? Does it only for a little area, or is it slow down the entire world and not you? Or
Just a little area that you're in, you could just slow time down a little bit. And
I think basically you would have to slow down the entire universe relative to yourself.
yeah. So
Yeah.
What you're saying is you basically want control over the passage of time in the entire universe. Is what you're really saying.
why can't you just have like the flash powers and just speed yourself up?
Mhm.
'Cause if you
That's
speed up,
alternative.
then that effectively slows everything else down without having to worry about causality.
Space
And
time continuums and that.
yeah,
Oh, I don't know. Flash gets sort of tangled up in the whole.
yeah, but he shouldn't. If he played it smart, he wouldn't, would he?
See, I'd be smart. I'd just say I want my superpower to be the powers of Q
Yeah, that's
because then you've got everything. Then
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd quite like flight. Just being able to fly.
I'd like
That'd be pretty cool.
flight. But then that goes with a cape, doesn't it?
I
Because you've got to
suppose,
have a fluttering cape as you fly along. It
Oh,
can't
yeah,
be
obviously,
static.
yeah.
It's got to flutter and
Yeah,
swish as you walk around.
yeah, but then you get sucked into jet airplane engines and all that. Like you don't want a cape.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you fly faster than jets, Dave. So yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose if it's just the power of flight that you've got, then you could be in trouble because if you fly too fast, you'd asphyxiate, wouldn't you?
that's why you want a great coat
Put up your head.
because a big long great coat can do all the billowing for you without the ponciness of a cape.
So hang on,
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point. Would you have a hat as well?
Depends if it was warranted. Because I had a mask, don't forget. So,
Mm.
but the thing is, you can look scary as anything in a great coat. You can't look
If
scary in a
you
cape.
have a hat and a mask, then you could have a cowl.
Yeah,
had a
but
cat-
I think Goro had it all, didn't he? He had a hat, a cape, and a mask.
Yeah, but it's getting towards Darkman, and Darkman's not very good.
It'd be cool with a fedora, a bit like who's the one? Is it not the Phantom? Who's the one with is it the Shadow?
The
Yeah,
shadow.
Fedora.
Yeah,
If you could have a hat with a flip down mask that could cover.
exactly. Yeah, you could have a porter mask.
But you don't want to be like the shadow because the shadow had an enormous nose.
Yeah.
this suddenly got a bit dark. Then I
This,
just got an image in my head of
this
Fox.
is what a live stream's about. We've done
Yeah.
modelling. We're now on to superheroes.
Yeah,
It's
it's a first for me. I've not done a live superhero chat before.
But if I was
image now.
whatever kind of superhero I was, I'd be the kind of superhero that would appear in a DC comic and not some poncy nonsense, childish Marvel comic. I wouldn't be some magical thinking nonsense. Not
Another
magical
one as
thinking
well is
nonsense, net
if
like
you
a tree
was-
trunk rubbish.
if you was in an old Western movie, would you be a white hat or a black hat?
I'd definitely be a
Oh, I'd like that, without a doubt.
Black hat.
Yeah, Black Hat.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'd be a black hat.
Yeah, Black Hat.
You got to be.
No.
Yeah.
Even if I wore a black hat, I'd still be good.
It would be a slightly grey hat. And
I-
Off white.
I'd be like Robert Mitchum's character in The Magnificent Seven.
yeah, that's a good shout.
Because he was definitely the coolest one in that movie.
I'd do the Yul Brenner bit, not because obviously I suppose because I've got the same haircut as Yul Brenner. You know what I mean?
The thing to keep in mind though is if you're a white hat guy, then every time you appear, you don't get the noises. You don't get the little sort of rattly sound effects that you would get when the black hat.
Trouble is, I think I'd have trouble carrying off a pork pie hat in a western.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can go over it.
I'd have a go.
You know,
You'd definitely be like a
maybe-
shopkeeper or something, though, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be able to do it.
Maybe the time for a kind of a Wild West Scar film as a two-tone Wild West film has come of age.
And the thing about it as well, Foxy, is you could have your long coat as well in the western, couldn't you? Your
That's
billowing
true.
coat.
But then we are talking about the same period where there were things like chaps. There's a bit of village
Yeah.
going on there. That's not good.
Yeah.
Christopher Davies is in chat. He says, if you were part of Space in the Universe, what would you guys be? Just me generally, Space in the Universe. It's not a Space and the Universe isn't a series or something that I've missed out on. If you're talking about if you were some astronomical phenomenon.
Oh, I'd be a rogue asteroid.
I'd be a nebula.
I'm waiting for somebody to be a black hole, but I don't think I want to go there.
I would be. I'd be a neutron star.
Yeah.
Exceptionally dense.
Yeah.
It would be fitting, I think. Wow, I've done 5 guys, and that's only the first of 2 base counts. And then
I am suitably impressed.
was that good? Was it?
Yeah, well, you're saying that you've only done 5 guys. We're all impressed that you've done 5
I
guys.
can remember you once doing a 3-hour stream on building a Gundam and assembling a foot.
Yeah, well, things when I'm actually doing
Of
a program
course.
and I'm being the one on telly, I haven't got time to do work.
Yeah, well, when he does his normal Warhammer,
Wait,
my son
just
does
point out the fact that Fox sitting there saying I've just done 5 guys means he could have just had a huge burger.
This is also true, but
This
we've
is
been
true. Yes, that's the first coat of 2, and then I've got white to go over that and shades and everything else. So there's gonna be days to paint these guys. I've got all these to paint yet. There's like another 15 of them.
That's right. You've got half hour left of this stream, so that'll be another 2 and a half, maybe.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
and then as soon as the
no.
stream finishes, I'm on the Xbox. So
That's stretching it a bit now, Chris, because we are onto superhero characters and chat and space. So
That's true. We are on space, so yeah.
if you were a Star Trek character, who would you be?
Ooh.
If you could be any Star Trek, again, I'm going to say Q because why not? Of course.
Yeah, Q is pretty cool.
genre
I'm
Picard.
torn between the sort of data.
In fact, no. Let's forget the people with powers. Forget Q. If you were just a human, or if you were a normal character from Star Trek, not like a Q type, but
Jean-Luc Picard.
Just because you've got the head.
Picard's cool, but I can't like Quark.
Yeah, he just had that slight eccentricity about him that was endearing. Totally
Yeah.
the opposite of what I am.
Well, me personally, I know
It's
what I
kind
do.
of that unlikable thing, but always on the make. It was.
Yeah, you know, there was an air of mischievousness about him, even though he had to be proper.
Yeah.
what Picard?
Yeah,
No, Quark.
Yeah. What would you be then, Dave?
I'd just end up being one of the first ones with a red shirt on.
You'd be a red shirt. Yeah.
oh yeah, one of the no-named bit part actors
Yeah.
that almost got killed.
That
Yeah.
guy from
Yeah, that'd be me.
Away
I'd
party.
have it worse than that.
These 3 regulars and you there with the red shirt at the back.
You
I could beat that one. I could beat that one because I
Never
wouldn't
see
even be
their
a red
face on
shirt.
camera.
Sorry.
You'd never see their face on camera, would it? It'd be
Yeah.
like a shoulder shot, and it'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
They
wouldn't
wouldn't get named in the credits either.
I wouldn't even be a red shirt. I'd be the guy in the Wrath of Khan that's kind of doing the hoovering in the background when they're walking down the corridor.
He's found a bad fitting part.
Character
in
of Star
Android.
Wars, I'd be that little trilobite character that crawls into people's ears.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
LD's found a badly fitting part in a Bandai kit.
Yeah,
Got a perfect grade vacuum by any chance?
In that case, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's like having a Lego issue, a problem with a Lego. Yeah, it's because you're doing it wrong.
Jamie Bones asking, anyone know how to clean an Xbox One disc?
Same
Clean
with
it.
any compact disc.
Done with it.
Get some isopropyl alcohol and gently work from the inside out like that with a very soft cloth.
There you go.
Straight lines, like a DVD or any kind of CD. Very soft
Yeah.
cloth, and just slowly work it out like that from the center. Hold it in the middle like that, and just gently.
And look after your discs when if it's not in the console itself, it should be in the
put it
case.
in the case.
Yep.
I don't understand that, because when I was a kid, I remember when CDs first come out and it was on Tomorrow's World,
Oh,
and they smeared it with strawberry jam and all sorts, and it still worked.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did-
because that was in when they were new. Then they realised they could make them a lot cheaper.
and that was when that one CD had one song on it,
yeah.
rather than cramming them down finer and finer and finer. And
Yeah, I can remember the first Laserdisc players when they came out. It's like,
Oh God, yeah.
Do you remember your first? This is a weird thing to say, but I can remember what it felt like the first time I listened to music on a CD after having years and years with records and cassettes. To turn a stereo on in my room and put a CD in and listen to this beautiful, crisp sound, which I'd never experienced before, was like mind blowing.
like Minecraft, wouldn't it?
Do you remember what your first ever CD was? I can say what mine was. Mine was Mike Oldfield's Amarok. And that's a hell of a good introduction to the world of crisp audio. My mind was blown.
no idea what mine was.
I think was something by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Every time you say crisp audio, I'm just thinking of rustling packets.
I can't remember the first CD that I bought, but it would have been something rock related, because it was the time when my turntable had broken and new needle just cost far too much. So I'd stopped buying vinyl, and I'd got a stack of vinyl like Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, and all that kind of thing. So I was really into rock at that kind of time. And I was buying on audio cassette. So it was around about then when I went over to CD, but I can't remember what the first one I bought was. But I bought that many CDs since. So, and the weird thing is now everyone wants the warmth of vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, Ace of Spades on vinyl is far, far better than Ace of Spades on CD.
Oh yeah,
There is something really nice and comforting about that crackly
Yeah.
kind of
Oh yeah.
thing. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Because, you know, you only had to listen to Lemmy speak. It wasn't, oh, how'd you do? He had a crackly, gravelly voice anyway. So even in real life, he sounded like he was speaking on vinyl. So it's like, yeah.
The amazing thing is, and I kind of realised this like just now, but the car I'm driving at the minute I've had for about 7 years, and that's got a CD player in it.
Mm.
So actually, the first car I've ever had with a CD player, everything up till that point has had cassette decks in the car because I've always had old cars.
Yeah,
my
my
first
first
CD
one
was
had an 8-track in it.
yeah. My dad had an 8-track in a Rover.
Yeah, I remember my dad
It was
had
my uncle's Hillman Imp.
Oh, Hillman Imp, we used to have one of those.
Yeah.
A few people in chat have been telling us their first CDs. Zadster says Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms.
Do 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 do.
AC/DC, Fly on the Wall.
Jamie Bone says my first CD was Queen's Greatest Hits.
Mm.
That's a good
Christopher Davies says old portable CD players are going for quite a lot on eBay.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Phil-
the passion for vinyl now is fully understood. It's very similar to, like, you know, I would love nothing more than to get an old CRT monitor and stick my old Xbox into it and play it on an old CRT monitor because they'll always look better.
But
It's
it's
very
like
soft,
everyone had a biro next to their cassette deck in their car just in case
Oh,
the tape got caught up and you'd
Yeah.
snap.
To wind it back.
Yeah.
I used to have a special pen for that. It was one that my dad got from somewhere. You know, these promotional ones?
Yeah.
And it was trumpet shaped. So it was
Yeah.
like a typical throwaway biro, but at the end,
Yeah.
splayed out like a trumpet, and it was flat, and it was designed so you could stand it upright.
Yeah.
So it had a big, flat, wide base, but that shape was perfect to slot straight through a cassette and then use it as a winder.
Yeah.
It was absolutely perfect. And I had that pen for years, and then somebody nicked it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always had the pen next to the cassette player. It's like,
Osric says I can't remember my first CD, but the first album I bought was Automatic for the People from REM.
I can tell you what the first album I ever bought was. That's the question for you then. First album I ever bought, the first music I ever bought for myself was Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier.
Oh,
That was my first ever piece of music that I owned.
I had the bifold Prince Charming.
AC/DC, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap.
I was never into music. It just didn't bother me.
I wasn't really into music when I was younger. I bought that. I don't know why. And then I didn't buy any music after that until a bit later when I got Jean-Michel Jarre's Rendezvous, and that got me into electronica and buying synthesizers and doing music. But I was never really into music. I didn't record the top 40 and stuff. I had no interest in it.
I was just going to say, would anybody do the recording the top 40 with the cassette thing? So standing by the pause button to stop it before the DJ spoke.
You used to have the microphone in the little plastic holder by the speaker of the TV set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LD gives us some more detail about his bad-fitting Bandai thing. It's probably something that Fox knows about. It says it's extra armor that tabs onto the waist part, but the bits it tabs into are on two independent ball joints. Took the top off the body, lined them up, and put them in. Body back on armor falls off. It's the extra armor on the dual assault shroud skirts.
Oh, I've not built that one. That's weird though, because that's a modern release, so it shouldn't have any problems.
The problem the Bandai, the Zaku 2 that I built, the wrist things were strange. They didn't go together like they should, and a lot of people commented on it and said, oh yeah, I built one of them, and they didn't fit together. They just don't sort of click on anywhere.
Yeah,
sort of loose bits that I don't know. It's very strange.
You're a loose bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going back to that music one. I remember the first 7-inch single I ever bought with my pocket money was Blockbuster by the Sweet.
Oh, good track. Yeah.
And the first album I ever bought was Back in Black, AC/DC.
Yeah, my first single was T-Rex, Children of the Revolution.
God, you guys are old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Anything by AC/DC is a winner.
Yeah.
Ugh.
52 years young, mate.
Rock and roll. Blech. Nonsense.
Christopher
On
Davies
another
said,
note,
my dad had a 10 CD multi-changer in the back of the boot in a Ford Escort.
Oh,
I still got a 10.
I always dreamed of a CD changer.
Yeah, I bought a Citroen Xantia that had one of those in. I just happened to be empty in the boot, and I took this panel off, and it's like, whoa, Pioneer 10 CD multi-changer.
Yeah, I've still got a JVC one in the back of my Monza, mate, where you push the box in and it ejects the big cartridge.
Yeah, the whole thing came out, and you put 10 different CDs in, you slotted it in like a cassette.
I remember when I was a kid, one of my friends who was, I wouldn't say upper class, but his dad was a quantity surveyor, and you're a bit posh, and he was a bit. How can I explain this? If you know the Nigel Molesworth books, he was a bit hello clouds, hello sky, kind of like that. Anyway, I didn't have the heart to tell him that because his dad drove at the time a Vauxhall Carlton CD, which was very, very posh car at the time. I didn't have a heart to explain to him that it wasn't a Vauxhall Carlton CD because it had a CD player. It was a CD because that was just the type of car. He was adamant it was a Vauxhall Carlton CD, and that means he's got a CD player. I'm like, no, you're an idiot.
That's great.
Coincidence, you spoon.
Oh.
I didn't have the heart to tell him. He was so proud of his dad's car.
Shane Young says, I've got a Technics 110 CDs separate. I don't know if it doesn't hold 110 CDs. That just must be the model number.
Zadster's saying, Dave, that sweet tracks need to be played in a Mark III Cortina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or the most modern you want to get is a Escort RS.
Yeah, RS 2000.
If you want to go 80s, that's the kind of car. But 70s, Mark III Cortina.
Yeah.
On a Quattro. If you're going proper 80s, fire up the Quattro.
No, because that's just Ponzi. If you want your average working man's car.
Retro 70s, it's got to be the Sweeney Granada then, isn't it?
I love that music so much.
Oh, Shane Young says it does hold 110 CDs.
Wow.
Not many of them around now.
Wow.
10 CDs.
That must have filled the whole boot.
That's just, yeah.
You've actually not been reading people's comments about what the things they got, Chris.
If I missed some, I've
Allow me
been
to do your job for you.
Go on then.
He says, let's have a look. Phil Kett says the first CD he ever bought was the World Machine by Level 42. Somebody had to buy it, I suppose. Phil, has your package turned up yet, Phil? Let's have a look. I can't remember my first CD, says Osric, but first album I bought was Automatic for the People.
I've read that one.
Did you? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we've heard that. Yeah.
I've done some of
it. Stash and it's sticking up in my field of view and it's doing my head in. Let's have a look. First album for me, says Shane Youngs, was Toyah, Sheep Farming in Barnet. I still have all the vinyl.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Do you know, I remember listening to Toyah on Top of the Pops many years ago. And then my brother pointed out that she was singing Mystery. And I could not hear that song again without hearing Mystery because she had a short tongue.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And every time I heard it, I just heard Mystery, and it just completely spoiled it.
I do believe I still have a copy of Toyah's Anthem on picture album. Mm.
My dad used to be a cameraman for Granada, and one of the years he had to go to Gibraltar for Christmas and New Year to film a load of musical acts performing on the Ark Royal for New Year. And one of the turns was Toyah, and he said she was lovely.
Mm. Yeah.
We were just grumpy because he had to be away over Christmas and New Year filming on the Ark Royal in Gibraltar.
Was he grumpy though?
No, because he was in Gibraltar getting paid.
Yeah, that must have been quite a cool thing to do. That, yeah.
I think Zadster's just given us his interpretation of the lyrics there.
It's the mystery. It's the mystery. A shot in the dark. Yeah. Toyah was awesome.
Yeah.
See, when I've actually kind of inherited from my dad, not a big collection, but a little tiny collection of some awesome vinyl. We've got, sadly, not a first edition, but a second edition of Sgt. Pepper.
Oh,
with all the little cardboard cutouts still in place.
Wow.
Unfortunately, because it's not a first edition, it's not worth £500,000. But never mind.
Yeah, that first edition would be worth.
Oh yeah, we got excited when we thought we might have a first print, and it wasn't. Oh, well, never mind. I've got an awesome. We've got a one album. We've got is some sort of like African tribal music from 1950 something, and it's very strange. It literally is just 45 minutes of African tribal music recordings in mono, wonderful mono.
I've got a vinyl and LP upstairs that's shrink wrapped and put away safely. It's part of my retirement fund. I've got Jimi Hendrix and The Eternal Fire with Curtis Knight, signed by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, don't ever give your address out.
No. That's
so people. Dave's address is.
Yeah. What's it worth not to give out your address though?
If you'd like to know Dave's address, just be right to Pebble Mill, BBC Television Centre,
Yeah.
London, W12.
I don't actually know how much it's worth. No, Malloc could worth about £2.50, probably.
Yeah, there's 76 million of them in circulation.
Guys, I've got quite a few Terry Pratchett Discworld books that are signed by him.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a long-standing joke with because he did that many book signings. There's he actually said himself in an interview that all the signed copies are worth less than unsigned ones because it's signed to the money.
I've got a packet of Twiglets, an empty Twiglet packet signed by Terry Pratchett.
Cool.
I've got one book signed by him.
It's a long time ago, but I worked at Heysham Power Station when I was like 16, and it was before Terry Pratchett was famous, and he just started to write The Colour of Magic. But he had he worked for the CGB as a press officer, and his office was three doors down from our little cabin thing, our little office. I was a chainman, you know, the guy that stands there with the stick with the numbers on for the surveyor.
Yes,
that was my job when I was 16 when I first left school, and he used to come in every morning and shout around the room, "Turn that bloody music down."
Frankie goes to Bobby Woods in. He says, "Hey guys, how you doing? I'm preparing my suitcase for a trip to Italy next week."
sempre bella bambina. Qua, bella.
Is that
And Phil
Frankie
Kit
goes
says, yes,
Italy?
it turned up this morning. Thanks, awesome looking kit.
It said what was that to me then? Sorry,
Yeah, Phil Kit says it turned up this morning. Thanks, awesome looking kit.
kick ass. You know a kit's good when the box it comes in is not big enough to hold the kit in the box because it's bulging out of the seams.
Does that just mean that they maybe put it in the wrong box?
No, it just means there's a lot of stuff in that box. Because he won the Phil Kett was the one that won the new Gundam Verkar from my channel,
Mhm.
and it's just such a massive kit that all the bits in the box that it's just bulging out of the seams of the box. It's just like exploding out.
Bulging.
Bulging.
Yeah, Colin says, will you be known as Frankie Go to Italy now?
Yeah, we have to ask Frankie. Has he got like 6 pairs of exceptionally tight in all the wrong places white jeans, so he can blend in?
Yeah, it's got a suitcase full of Frankie Says t-shirts.
Oh yeah. He's been practicing how to say, "What a mistake to make." A beautiful lady. And we've just annoyed all your Italian viewers.
Yeah, I've got to go there soon, so yeah, I've got to be nice to Italians.
Hello, beautiful lady.
Remind me later, Colin. I'll teach you some Italian swear words.
Yeah, I'm being let loose at the Mugello MotoGP, Rossi's home GP this year because it's my 30th wedding anniversary. So
Nice.
Nice.
Ah,
Very nice.
how many years is that then?
30, Fox. That's
Wow,
what
it's
it's
amazing, that.
30th anniversary, mate.
Was
Yeah,
the
but
question,
doesn't do maths.
the answer?
yeah.
I know, I'm joking.
It's Dallas, Fox.
What's the thing for 30th anniversary?
Oh, I don't
Is it
know.
like gypsum or something?
Well,
Something I don't know.
Mud.
I think it's the winning MotoGP bike coming.
Sorry.
I think the thing for the 30th anniversary is the winning MotoGP bike. I've just have to tell you like that.
Yeah, how can I say this? I've got a build lined up on one of those, if you know what I mean. A rather large 1/4 scale.
Cool.
No.
One
Oh,
foot.
push.
30 years, that's probably a medal, isn't it? Or a letter from the Queen.
Yeah,
Is it one of
we
those?
met in 84, 85, something
I'm
like
going to
that.
predict a slap in Dave's feed in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, Jamie, I've been up to Silverstone, Donington, all sorts of places seeing them, but I wanted to get to Italy whilst I still can travel. So
Zadster says 30th is the plastic anniversary, as is the 31st and the 32nd.
Oh, mate, that's brilliant. It saves me a fortune in present.
I was about to make a joke about it being plastic then, but it obviously is plastic.
No, he says that it's the plastic, as is the 31st and the 32nd. I think
okay.
he says they're all plastic. Jamie Bones asking, Colin, is that the Rossi bike?
Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
Right.
Uh,
Everybody stop and just look at that bit that's pinned out the tweezers.
I wasn't watching.
Whitey, there's the front tyre, mate.
That is quite big, isn't it?
Jesus Christ on a stick.
Wow. What make is it, Colin? It's not one of the. It's not a Porsche kit, is it?
No, it's the Agostini.
Oh right. All right. I didn't know they'd done one. Cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's 6 episodes.
That's almost the right size for Dave to ride.
Yeah, because I gave up smoking a year ago now. My missus has been putting the money by and said, well, I'll get you the bike.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice.
So have you got all the issues, Colin, or have you subscribed?
Subscribed, mate.
To the usual 2-year job?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you got a garage to put it in when it's finished?
Be doing a build series on that and making a few modifications as well. As
Try
you do.
Try doing more than 6 episodes because it's rubbish when people just do 6 episodes.
Yeah, you get sucked in and you start you're really following something, and then
I was actually going to start mine at episode 6.
Yeah, so we're going to start this motorbike build. I've already built the cockpit.
Welcome to episode 6.
Yes, now the cockpit's been completed.
Yeah, as you notice, Han Solo appears.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my reward for giving up smoking. So yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one, Colin. I'm very envious of you. That'd be a trip of a lifetime. That.
I want to know something. I want to know how come I've given up smoking about 9 months ago, but I've still got the occasional wheeze. It's like, come on, I've not had a fag for 9 months. Why am I still?
I thought you were going to say you gave up smoking and you still haven't got any money.
No, I still haven't got any money anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Mugello's
not
been
like
one of
that.
those, Spidey, that we've wanted to get to, but for the last few years, I've always been recovering from major surgery, and this year I've decided no more ops. And whilst I can still travel, we're going to shoot over to Italy and get that one done.
Yeah, good for you. That's going to be a brilliant one. I look forward to seeing pictures and hearing all about that one.
It's just the usual, how can I say, faff with traveling with, medical issues, should we say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot that I have to do in the background for that.
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
But it's the only chance I'm going to get to go, so I'm going to take it, and
Oh yeah, you got to bite the bullet sometimes and
yeah,
put up with the difficulties to get there.
You have to let their local hospitals know, and then they need to know the ins and outs of everything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, it's probably less hassle than it is going to the Isle of Man nowadays with the medical side of things.
Yeah.
Because of the Mad Sunday thing that goes on.
Yeah.
I think it was a couple of years ago they changed all the ruling about medical treatment because of Mad Sunday, because people act like dicks and injure themselves.
Yeah.
And they were saying, right, that's it. So any call outs, any airlifts, any ambulances, everyone, you're all going to have to put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah.
So it's probably less hassle getting treatment in Italy than it is in the Isle of Man. It's a job you're trying to get over there to start with.
Yeah, I mean, it's like traveling to the US is a difficult one because of the fact that you take opiates as well.
No, you don't want to go to the US.
So you have to be careful what scripts you're taking into the countries, and
Yeah, but you don't want to go to America though.
No,
it's full of Americans.
America's too busy eating itself alive at the minute. I wouldn't recommend it.
I could just sit here with a shredded wheat on my head doing impressions of Trump.
You're now banned from ever going to America, right?
You're on this now. Don't.
Yeah. Say hey, and you don't want.
Ah dear. Are you looking up paint colours, Fox?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what white to.
But you haven't finished paint priming yet.
No, I'm just doing the base greys, but I'm trying to decide which bit to get. I think I want to go for a cold white.
And he said 2 dudes before the end.
Yeah, he gave up doing the dudes and started looking at.
No, I'm doing the second coat on the white bits.
But you haven't done the first coat on the other ones.
Yeah, it's going to take me weeks. I'm not going to get much more done tonight. Your show's only about 5 minutes long. So
it's going to be finished in a few minutes. Yeah.
Fox, just do it all through in grey and then edge highlight with ceramite white.
Well, no, I've done a base coat first of some colour or other, Celestra grey.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go over with Drakenhof. I want a slightly bluey shade, so Drakenhof Nightshade, and then all through in grey, and then White Scar.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be a nice clean white, but not a warm white.
Right.
So that's what I kind of figured.
Paul Desmasio says, "Come to Canada. We're much nicer."
Ooh, Canadian. Eh?
Yeah.
He doesn't say we're much nicer, eh? But he should. But he doesn't.
He's clearly not Canadian, then, is he?
He's faking it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if he didn't say "a" at the end of a sentence,
And he didn't apologise either.
no. But you should just go to Canada anyway. One day I will go to Canada.
I've been to Canada. I bought you back your flag.
Yeah. If I win the lottery, you guarantee one of the things on the to-do list is to go to Canada.
Are you going to take all of us with you?
If I win enough on the lottery, I'll take everybody with me.
You're not if you win a tenner then.
You know, win a tenner.
The log cabin in the Canadian wilderness has an appeal to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
Fox wins the lottery. That means we all win the lottery. He's in the same syndicate, you Wally.
He might be doing it on his own as well. You don't know.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, if I win the lottery, I'm not taking to Canada. You take yourself to Canada with me. Pay for your own passage because you'll be winning the same lottery.
Yeah, but not if we win a tenner. We haven't won a tenner yet.
I know. We haven't even won a bloody lucky dip.
We won occasional lucky dips, but they're not that lucky, are they?
No. That's all I ever get from my own lottery is just lucky dips. I'm like, yeah, but they never win.
When I used to do the lottery, which years and years ago, they never used to give you lucky dips and things. It was either a tenner or nothing.
Yeah, it was either you win.
There wasn't a have another go on us.
I did. I've won like lots of tenors here and there, and the occasional like 30 or 40 quid. The only time I ever won big was in a syndicate with work, and we won like about 8 grand or something, and I got like about 900 quid. That was all right.
I thought you were going to say there were 4,000 people in it or something.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't actually a small syndicate. But yeah, I got about 900 quid. That was all right.
Yeah. Paul says there's no need to say A or apologise all the time.
There is. Yeah, not when you're speaking to another Canadian, but when you're speaking to someone from outside Canada, it's kind of a contractual requirement that you have to say A and be super nice and apologise.
Otherwise, we won't know for sure where you're from.
Yeah.
Right. It's coming up on 9:30, so I'm going to start wrapping up because I want to play the game. I'm going to be playing the game soon.
What game are you going to play? I've forgotten already.
I'm going to play Alien thing.
Oh, yeah.
I shall wrapping up because I want to play turn that off. I'm going to put in the chat my the Team Inept channel. There we go.
Did we both say that?
Yeah.
The Team Inept channel is there because we haven't got a real name yet. So like and subscribe, as they say, yeah. But in about 10 minutes, I think, I shall be live on there. Me, personally, without looking at me, you can look at the game. If it all works, because it's the first time I tried this streaming thing, but Fox does it and it works for him. So if he can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, there's only, a metric shitload of things that can go wrong.
Yeah, it's, So pop along to that. And after that, then the next thing up is the Sprue Crew thing on Saturday, 8 o'clock. What
8 p.m. Saturday evening.
Yeah, Chris and I won't be in that because we're not on the gang.
No, we weren't invited to join.
No.
So I'll be watching. I'll be commenting, but
You're in the chat.
we're in the
You're
chat.
allowed to hang out in your Facebook chat, but you're not allowed to join in the real thing.
Yeah, we're good enough for the chat, but we're not good enough to join.
Yeah.
It's fine, no.
Well, we was hoping you lot was going to mod it for us.
Yeah, we thought our first 2 guests had been decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want me modding in chat because if I mod in chat, I just take over chat.
Yeah, it's like having polling. It's just going to ban everybody that turns up. It's
Yeah.
I shall be watching and I shall be in the chat. So
me too.
forward to that. And after that, we've got Sunday. We've got Fox's Warhammer Sunday, 3 o'clock, normal.
Yep. Warhammer, 3 o'clock Sundays. Same back channel, same back position.
Yep. And then at 8 o'clock on Sunday is my Warhamster.
Yes.
But there he is. There's my Warhamster. He's ready to go.
I'll be working on my Chimera, and Chris will be working on his Tau. The Tau. What am I talking about?
Tower Rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Tau Rocks.
And then obviously Monday we're back to E-models again, and then Thursday we're back here again. Same plan. Is it? It's not the end of the month yet, is it? No, it's the middle of the month. So there's another one of just us and the gang, and then the week after that will be open to everybody again. So get your webcams and stuff sorted for a couple of weeks' time. You can come and join.
Yes. Can I pimp something else as well?
You can pimp anything you like.
I am, and I can't give you a set time, but I am randomly and occasionally going to stream playing through all the Halo games, all of them, every single one. And it's kind of ad hoc, so it's not always in advance. You'll know. I'll just suddenly start streaming. So over the next couple of months, maybe I'm going to go through all the Halo games, all of them, every single one.
You've like halfway through the first one, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm up to Assault on the Control Room is the next level.
Yeah, the Silent Cartographer is the best level ever.
No, Assault on the Control Room is better.
No, it's not.
That's why I want to play it on the original Xbox so I can get the Banshee trick going again.
At some point, we'll do some co-op on it.
Yeah. Except you can't.
We can.
Oh well, yeah, on the modern console.
Well, yeah, not on the old one, but no, but yeah. But so that's that. Thank you all for coming along and joining me. All of you. Colin seems to have gone, but
has he gone?
Dave Spearhead and Fox are still there. He's still there, but he's not really there. I think I didn't see the going of him, but his camera's still there.
He's got beans and things.
He might have fallen over.
He's still there.
Maybe
He's fallen over backwards.
Oh well, I'm sure he's all right.
Colin, wait, you're on the floor. No, he's not on the floor. It's all right.
He's not on the floor. No, he's
if you're awake,
definitely not there.
knock 3 times.
Oh well, So thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for in chat for coming along and joining us. And yeah, I say go and follow the Team Inept thing. I'll be there shortly. Don't worry. And see you all next time.
Adios, amigos.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I clicked it. I'm sure I clicked it. I'll click it again just to be sure.
Still going.